welcome to 2016, episode 1, Punter Show. Glenn Pollitt.
We're getting greyer.
Glenn Pollitt.
More real.
Welcome to the Punter
G'day
Show.
guys, g'day.
Hello,
Dallas Baker.
Hello, Mark.
Dallas,
Hello, Glenn.
Yeah,
Hello, you're welcome to special
Dallas
guest.
is even getting bolder, so
Yeah.
there it is. 2016. We started in 2010.
I think so. I think this is year 6.
It's not bad, is it?
What odds would have you had year 6 when we started?
Fucking billions.
First fuck for the season too.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to try and freshen up this year.
Yeah.
Get a bit more.
I'm going on
Ideas man, aren't you?
I become an ideas man.
I'm going to go on to try to limit the swearing thing too.
Yeah, I think.
Quoting's allowed, and maybe allow myself 1 per episode. That's sort of the rules. There's the rules in place with that, yeah. So,
And with this
but what about the See You Next Tuesdays?
I think that's fine. With this new tone of the show, being a bit more less, what's the word? Less in your face with being aggressive. I'm going to be a bit nicer this year.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Yeah, a bit nicer.
Yeah, I thought
like
the same
Stewards.
thing. Yeah.
I was out drinking with Robert Thompson the other week. He's a nice guy. I wasn't really.
Of course, we've got a change of the guard in Sydney.
What do you mean?
With the betting steward? Yes.
Our new betting steward.
Melbourne
Yes.
Butter Lee Dalton.
Yeah, doing a good job.
Yeah, he's
I did
busy.
notice there was a very unkind tweet here from at the Pix.
At the
No, was
Picnics.
that the Pix or was
At
it
the
Jumpy?
Picnics,
Jumpy.
Yeah,
Is that the
your
same bloke?
friend. Yeah, it's your friend. You know, you've met him.
Yeah, but we can't read that because.
It's
Yeah,
Glenn
we
said
get
that you've
the
been
tone of it,
stupid.
Judy.
Apparently he's a... Oh no, you can say that because it's a quote. You're quoting him. He's a...
Yeah, but he's not. He's nice.
No, exactly. They're all mates. They're good mates.
With the tone of the new show, I've just the arrival of a grandson for me. My
Well,
first
exactly
grandchild,
right.
which is exciting.
Which Anthony is a friend of yours, also said 1 for the show tomorrow. Congrats to Poppy Glenn on the arrival of his new grandson.
It's exciting and a lovely little boy. And I'm delighted, but I've got to retract a little bit because I went to Cairns for 2 days to meet my grandson, which was exciting. A lovely little boy, and you know, I don't know if you've noticed over this. I've been particularly racist and a bit mean to some different cultures.
I had an epiphany over the break about the way you see things. And I realised that the reason that most people loathe political correctness is that it's purely a veneer. That we all actually think the same way, but someone determined 20 years ago, 30 years ago, that it's not a good look. And so we're going to actually cloak it.
It is
You know, we're actually going to continue to think that way, but we're going to pretend we don't.
Wow.
Mm.
And like I talked back radio the last week, they're thinking about all those school zones and all the inner city driving. There's now argument to bring the speed limit down from 40 to 30. Well, like let's just fucking bar cars. Let's just forget about cars. If you're
It's
going
not a
to
bad idea.
get 40 to 30. Let's walk down the streets and wear the BMX crash helmets.
Walkie helmets.
Well, I must say,
Well, when's it all going to stop?
well, see, there's another thing that you don't realise how that's detracted from, say, cricket, for example. Why they wear helmets in 2020, it's got to be beat.
Good point.
2020 is a very gentle game.
It's just hit
You
down the
know,
park, hit down
that's
the park,
right.
hit down
That's
the park.
right. But
They
you
even
can't.
bowl bouncers?
No, well, you're not allowed to. They're wides. So I was watching the. I was watching the 1974 First Ashes Test from Brisbane. I was trying to see myself in the crowd, and I'm watching the game, and I'm going, "Wow, this is the real McQueen." No helmets inside because we're still, you know.
Yeah. The Tony Gregson Peters
No, not even that
motorcycle
stuff.
had it come in yet?
No. So
We did it silly.
That's a few years off, and I'm thinking, wow, this looks really good.
Yeah.
And so I switched to a modern game, and I went, oh.
Yeah. The fear. Well, apart from one person.
Change is a funny thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's a funny thing, change.
Yeah. So the fact that we're all heavily protected is
To our detriment. It means more of us hang around for longer.
Natural selection, Glenn.
I'll bring it back, please.
Now, speaking of change, do you want to talk? Is there something?
this is shorter than it was.
Is there, do you want to tell us about this? Or
Well,
what, is this, what are we actually saying?
We're saying that I'm the wisdom of the show.
Okay.
You know, I'm the wise man, so I'm
that's where
I'm wearing the wise
Do
face.
you double as the Erskineville Santa?
Well,
December?
last year
This
I
is-
lost the gig. Someone else gazumped me for Santa.
Oh,
So I
You'd be a
thought-
good Santa in
So I thought I'm going to audition.
Heterosexual.
yeah.
Audition
You're
early.
Yeah.
You're nice to kids. So you've got like one, like, you know, not like other Santas in some areas.
Yeah.
Sit on here.
Oh, actually, I thought about a new look for the year, 2016. What about going the pedo look? Like
No, I don't think the pedo looks a great look.
no, like the ill-fitting short sleeve shirt.
Yes.
The tie that doesn't, that goes to about there.
Yes.
Sensible pair of slacks.
Slacks.
sensible shoes.
With long socks.
Well, you could go the shorts with the long socks or the sensible pair of slacks, yeah. The sensible shoes and the black wraparound sunglasses.
Oh, they too like the black wraparound, mate.
Hey,
Really.
what do you reckon? Go Pedo 2016.
Well, I'll let you try that one out by yourself, Dal. It doesn't. Now, it's just butting in again.
You'll need a toupee.
Change in direction.
Oh, you got to have a decent comb over.
You get a good comb over.
Oh, I could get a comb over going. Don't worry about that.
Oh, could you get one going?
Oh, you go from the
Oh,
sides.
you go from the side?
Yeah, you go from the sides and just
Pull
get
it
the...
over.
Yeah, no.
Not bad.
There.
Just changing direction.
What, we might talk about racing in a sec.
See you later, Matthew. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Matt. You work for a special
a
guest.
great addition for a year. He's moved on to a better and
Matt.
prospects, better things, but still a big friend of the show and a kinder boy you'll never meet.
Oh, no, absolutely. Matt's a very good friend of ours. A lot of people asked. Matt just decided it was time to do something else. I'm sure Matt will probably end up doing some stuff with us anyway along the way.
All my best wishes to him, and he was a big help in a lot of areas to me, and just a kind man, a gentleman.
What did he described Darren as a kind man with a good heart, and I think that's probably the most apt description about Matthew.
But the bottom line is we can bring retard back into the show without someone squinting.
Yeah, exactly right.
So retard will be big on the show this year. Swearing won't be.
Whilst Matthew's left, we've had a huge addition to the show, and it's been great to bring Brent Zarafa back into the world of the media on our radio show, which has been a new edition, which will go live in the next few weeks, and just generally with the news.
It is funny for us, Brent being a part of the show, it's funny for me watching the parade ring, and there's Brent down on the thing, talking to Ray Murray, asking questions for the Punters Show. So it's a great look for the Punters Show. We're broadening and getting bigger. Don't worry, the politically incorrect part stays right in this little...
Yeah, exactly right. But we were talking about whether Brent would come on the show, and it was sort of like, well, the problem is...
We do need a clean skin.
Yeah, we do need someone out
And we
there.
need someone to talk about weights.
He talks about weights.
He loves weights. He
So
loves...
there you go. No, we're representative now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there we are.
But as Brent and I were talking about when it comes on the show, it is a bit of a relationship killer. This show, you end up with some new friends, but you also end up with a lot of people who.
Chris Wally used to always say that. I mean, now he just growls when he sees.
Oh, does he? But you haven't been too bad to Chris.
I've been a bit harsh the last 6 months. I think mainly out of envy and jealousy on my
Oh,
part.
of course
because
it is.
his success.
Of course it
is.
is.
What
Hang on, what about today?
What about that second race?
7 runners, and he drew barriers 1 to 7.
What about 7 runners in a field of 11? There's 3 scratchings, now it's a field of 8. He's even scratched 2 and he's still got 5. How do you juggle that many owners?
Oh yeah, because
yes, I think you got a chance. Like you've got a chance. Now, we'll back yours each way. I think you'll win. I'm not sure about yours. How do you do it?
Exactly, because each horse has got 10 owners, isn't it?
It's mainly out of just. It doesn't suit me the Seawaller factor.
Yeah.
I don't think that is. I really think we should have some sort of rules, and I hate rules, but I think we should have rules where no, just let me think. The fact that you put so many runners in a race scares other trainers off. The only rule I would say that we should bring in is limit in his stables thing to 3 runners a race, barring groups and listeds. If you can get 6 into a group 1, they're good luck to you. But you shouldn't have 7 in a race. That's not good for racing.
Isn't that negotiating it down though? And that's bringing it down to the lower level. Chris has got to a higher level, and it's up to the others to catch up rather than bringing it down.
I think he's big.
Largest.
Yeah, whatever he is, as a stable, it scares everybody away.
Yeah. Could well do, but then again, it's the opportunity is there for the others.
If you're 1,550 metre maiden going around anywhere, they've seen Walls got 7 horses nominated. They just run for their life.
But the opportunity is
for their lives.
Well, other trainers?
Really?
I'm tossing it up. I'm not saying I'm right.
Look, he's a function of the times, and
I agree with that.
You know, it's like most things when they get very big, they start to fall foul of being too big. And so I assume that eventually that will happen.
I mean, here's Woolworths and fucking O'Shea's Coles, and we've got, gays struggling there with Aldi, and little mum and pup on the corner shop.
Snowden's IGA.
Snowden's got IGA. It fucking loves every bit of it. Fucking IGA.
Anyway, all right. Well, we've got
the IGA for a bit, would you?
Well, if it's your local, why wouldn't you? But the paper towels there are the same as the paper towels in Coles.
Yeah, I'm a big supporter of IGA.
Well, we saw an interesting Snowden phenomenon on Saturday, which is the spruik on the 2-year-old that evaporated.
Oh, it was amazing, wasn't it? It was just watching it get, what it was.
2 amazing things on Saturday because the horse I think's run better than its price, $4.80. The DEFCON we're talking about.
Yeah.
And has it not got the 1200 because of fitness, or is it 1000? Or definitely, is it just 1,000 metre? Is it headwater?
Well, let's
slowly run race, and the winner had a kick. I think that it was a bit of an illusion. The looming.
The surge. I think Vince's figures actually. I've got them up there. I didn't look at it, but I'm pretty sure Vince's figures show it's a pretty smooth run. But just getting back to that and to set it up with the track, we're now at a situation that these tracks are thick and dense. We were Amazon Jungle. That track. Times were slowish to heavy, but it wasn't a rain-affected track. You look at the winners, Glenn, they're not wet track types. Right. That track on Saturday, the times were slow because it's 80s porn.
And it's thick as.
It's hard and tough.
5 years ago we were in drought, so...
The
grass has changed in 5 years.
When you walk it, like 2 months ago, the grass on the other side of your foot. Now when you walk it, the grass basically covers your foot. So you're sinking right in. It's actually like this is here at Canterbury.
It's like running on the beach.
Yeah, exactly. You're running on soft sand as opposed to hard sand now. With that, and it wasn't a rain affected track as much as the times indicated. It was tough. Anyway, getting back to what about their DEFCON? Then if you're a horse first up at 1100 metres as a 2-year-old and under those conditions and didn't parade well, you've left links in the parade route. It was. Yeah.
What are you saying about DEFCON? The illusion of the price. What are we talking about there?
No, I got into the race, and I did the race, and I marked it my favourite, and I went, it looks a nice type, this DEFCON. And, recognising that it trialled really well early season, and then Snowden had done the usual thing of making them look like they're hacks in the trials. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how he manages to do that, but he does it. I thought, fair enough. It's and there's a couple of other nice first starters, and then I looked at the betting, it was evens, and I thought, it's odd, isn't it? It's odd because it didn't seem to be the only chance.
Okay. Is that just reflective of what the early price was? Is that just reflective that it was the star performer at the official trials, and it's been waiting.
Wasn't Catalyst the star performer of the early
both of them. But so we've been waiting for this release of this mega Mad Max 6 movie or something like that. So that then gets factored in the early prices where those opinions might have more merit, and then we get into first grade and the game day. And with people who are now more playing seriously going, maybe the height tax is more earlier in the week and that gets sorted out as we get more serious.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but in saying that though, it was a bit more sick than that though, wasn't it? It was unwanted out to $4.80 on the fair, wasn't it?
$4.80, $4.90.
Well, maybe people were actually looking at it 2 trials back going, well, this is not really looking like the same horse it was.
Yep.
I mean, I realise he hides them beautifully.
Let's going forward. Is he going to be a player in the group races for 2 months?
I'd rather be capital. I've been capitalist.
No. Player, I think play. Yes or no? Is he going to run big races? Is he going to be in the market in lead ups to this level?
What else is there around? I mean, if you're ranking them, what else is around? You've got capitalists there. As well as the other.
I'm probably saying more yes than no.
I'm saying yes and no because.
I'm saying definitely yes.
Yeah.
I was a rap for the winner.
So all the Punisher gives a fuck about is horse to follow. We're saying we're sticking with DEFCON.
Yeah.
We expect improvement. And we expect, all the horses that have raced, they've improved as 2-year-olds.
Yeah, absolutely.
So going forward, people like Mr. Checks, they want to win it. I think DEFCON, we're going to stay with.
I think it's fair to say 3 lengths in the yard at least next start, isn't it? If it improves its manners.
A very fair comment.
Yeah, because it was that typical 2-year-old that comes in not sure of itself,
like you said,
and every lap it got more unsure, thinking, oh my God,
maybe
what the
shorter
hell am I
grass,
doing here?
maybe shorter grass too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Come on, Navesh, get those mows out.
Anyway, okay.
Rose Hill tends to be the Amazon jungle.
Just quickly talking about big bet interest. On the day before on the Friday, I noticed that General Ife was $3.30 and our boy Malachi was $1.90 everywhere. Get up race morning, General Ife's out, you get the races, our boy Malachi, and all of a sudden you can have $3.80 when they jump.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
In the run, I've backed Solicit, and in the run I'm going, Solicit will get this our boy Malachi, and then I'm going to the 300. Why am I going our boy Malachi?
Yeah.
Because I knew what was going to be.
That situation, that if ever I see a horse in the run where Solicit was, I'm thinking that.
Well, especially, and I know we're talking after the race, and I hate that as much as you people must hate listening to it. But prior to them jumping, it was hard to imagine Tiger Tease was a winning number, and it was impossible to imagine Big Money was a winning number.
So
it left you with 2 winning numbers.
Forget wasn't in the race.
Solicit and our boy Malachi. Now, yes, Solicit's jumped the $2.70 favourite, but they bet $3.20 on the day, and obviously better during the week. But if you're on the $3.20, if you're on the $4 Solicit, it's hard not to be on the $3.80 our boy Malachi.
It's a fair even money bet if you've sort of waxed the odds all right, isn't it?
Well, you're only going to watch Tiger Tease and you know, Robert on Big Money. I'm being nice to Robert this year. He's a very good rider. Yeah, it was just
Will this be
again.
the
It's
year he
after.
pulls the pin?
Yeah, I hope not. He's a wonderful rider.
It is after the event, but it is very. I mean, it was very hard to see Tiger Teaser winning.
In the run,
And
you
what
just-
was Tiger Teaser about? What, $6 SP or something?
They took 550 at one stage.
Yeah, oh, that's what it was the first horse back, wasn't it?
Tiger Tease, they took 550 on the fair. It's Tiger Tease.
I think.
I know.
It's beyond exposed.
Yeah.
That's right, and it's run 7th, 8th,
Yeah.
6th, for 7th.
Yeah.
It's done that for 3 years.
And
And,
it-
our boy Malachi's like 18 out of
Well, they're
19.
undefeated in Sydney.
I think our boy Malachi's 18 out of 17. Like, it's just never, a record never heard of. And there it is at 380. And there's T-Berry. And T-Berry even just giggles under it. He looked at the punters and
Yeah.
said, you fucking wombats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was delicious.
Yeah, but I mean,
Cheers,
yeah,
mate.
and he still didn't even ride it great. He let them come to him a little bit too. It was just,
Well, it's Tommy, classic
Yeah,
Tommy.
it was a classic Tommy. Just let them come to him. But it was lucky that the horse that was the second pick and the only other pick was basically gone at the bend.
Tommy's not my favourite tactical rider, even though he's a very nice boy and blah blah. We know all about Tommy, but when he gets on a horse that makes all its own luck, and like any rider
Yeah.
can win on that horse, you know.
Yeah, he does. He does look when they're going well. I think he does suit them very well.
He does it very well.
Yeah. Okay, start wondering.
And we do forget he's won 2 golden slippers. He's won 2 golden slippers, Tommy, hasn't he?
He went to
Vancouver
and
Ridge.
Oh, he won 2.
Yeah, but Vancouver.
At very young ages.
Yeah.
When they both got PRs, and he
Yeah.
did the job.
Yeah.
So he's a bit of a Rose Hill man, Tommy.
Rose Hill Tommy.
Rose Hill Tommy.
Start wondering. Talking about good odds, $1.60. I mean, after the event again as well too. But I was just thinking, and especially after seeing the parade when it was the clear pick in the yard, you're thinking this is as good as $1.60 chances I've seen.
I'd agree with that, but it only won like $1.60 chance.
That's probably its SP afterwards, isn't it? Yeah,
Maybe $1.40.
Put it-
Won by 2.5 minutes.
Put it this way: it might have only won by 2.5 lengths, but run that race again over again. How does any of them get any closer to it or beat them? How does anyone beat
I
them?
suppose you're right, but can you reprice it 5 cents? Can you reprice it 5
I think I could.
Or 2 to 5?
Well, I marked it 2 to 5 before the race, and it's probably
Somewhere in between.
3's on, maybe?
Somewhere.
I think $3 $1.20. Yeah. My only worry with it was that if it had
The
to
only
win.
thing not to like about Marin Ostro prior to them jumping was the fact it was $3.50 taken on the fair to $6.80 at the death.
Mm.
And when the horses seem to do that, they seem to run like $81 chances. But you know, it went okay. But it's enough of a race. Again, a very disappointing start to a Saturday race with 5 participants.
Yeah.
Well, that's, we've seen all the
Ben-
legless races through the summer have been
The higher rated one.
higher rated.
Benchmark 85, yeah. Well, because even and Marin Ostro's a really, if you're talking
Well,
about
how
the
does
other-
Waller do it? How does he bring a horse back in January and get a succession of wet tracks?
Yeah, it's
Like,
a
you
nice-
know it's a wet tracker,
Yeah.
and
I wish
he-
they'd send the fucking sea next Tuesday to the Middle East. He'd fix every problem over there. And he'd get a few horse buys. Like, he's just the fucking best.
Few horse pies.
No, I don't know.
Can I just actually just go?
How successful
Can I-
is he going to be?
Well, how much more can he? What more levels can he go to? I suppose.
Hong Kong.
But
where
then
are
again,
they?
in saying that, okay, let's have a look at some of the other. Lee Friedman, he was going to, thought he was going to beat Bart Cummings. And continuing it on, Tiger Woods was going to be win every major.
Big fat
from
girls,
there.
see what
Yeah,
fine
no,
girls
but
they've got
who knows?
excited.
But longevity's the hard thing. Chris Waller might wake up in 2 weeks' time and go, you know what, I'm done with it. See ya.
like, you've got to love the fact that he's here supplying runners. Like,
Yeah.
if Waller's not here, what have we got?
Not much.
I am glad. And it's funny because it's a stable I sort of don't struggle with. I get the right feel most of the times, but
It just
it's just sometimes when you get up in the morning and you open up 11 horse maiden, second race.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fresh from Cairns, and 7 are from Waller, and you
Yeah.
just go, really?
Really? Yeah, exactly.
7?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Why
I'm
do you
on.
have fucking 11?
Yeah.
Put them in the same colours. They fucking don't check their markings. Just finish the job. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know whether that's jealousy or envy on my part.
Oh, because
You think
can
I'm-
I just go back to the heat in Cairns? Friends.
If we set the forward zone, instead of machine gunning and dropping bombs, just put in a few fucking beaches.
Yeah,
Get
that'd be
everyone to
fixing.
relax a bit.
Yeah.
Get a couple of those women to tidy up those bikini problems and just let everyone relax a bit. They'd have fucking bikini problems over there. Sorry.
Where do we go to from there?
We go and talk about the big push for the Coco on Saturday. Probably the best back run of the day. Fair call.
Yeah.
Well, when you see the race, you go, well, fair enough. Because that, for me, was the most interesting race of the day
It was interesting.
during the run. Only because River Wild has 2 runs back at 1200. He goes to 1400. He draws wide. He has gun on board. It's going to lead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it going to lead? And then you watch a horse that's been ridden off the speed in Melbourne, and certainly Zarafa suggested it would go forward, and it probably had to go forward, but it wasn't the designated leader. You see this horse backed off the map and then leading, and River Wild gave off the pace, going.
Well, is there any other rider in Australia?
Wasn't it just what gun? That was gun
Dirty
gunning.
Filthy Gun. No one found him more than me before anybody.
Oh, now you're off
there he
it.
is. I never went on.
So,
That was
okay,
Boston,
so
Never went on.
guns
so
out.
I lay River Wild.
Yeah.
Did you watch it win?
Yeah.
Good. Like barring Mick Dittman.
Yeah, did any?
Like we all talk the praises of J Mac and of Huey.
Yeah.
Do you think they would have won on that horse?
I think that last 200 metres
And it was
What
good
was
to
the
see.
plan? What was the
It was-
plan there?
I know it was good to see Gun have a bit of success for Gay because she tosses him a little bit of fried
Yeah.
rice occasionally, and most of the time, you know, the eggs a bit off. And
He hasn't.
and
Yeah, he hasn't.
he's
Well, he
really-
won yesterday for her as well.
Can I-
It's good to see their relationship improve.
Yeah, I think he'd be great for Gay if they could do
But he
that.
just doesn't want to go there full time.
Yeah.
Because then he becomes gayerized.
Oh well, it becomes too on pace. You become too
he needs to
one-dimensional.
so freelance because he's going to make an untold fortune. And yeah, look, he would ride my horse.
Yeah, well,
Pat
Pat
Murphy, if I could bring him back.
Dig Anderton.
He's probably sweet too.
All right, lovely.
Benny Vassallo.
A good man. good man. They all had ability.
What about your
Jamie Quinnell.
Well, where is he? Where is he? And the T. Clark is, we should say T. Clark, the number one fan club member of his fan club, John Walter, will be on the show later on too.
Very good.
I was going to make a point about Gay. Is Gay a bit backish? I think she is.
You think she is?
I think she's back.
Well, that's only because it's 3 weeks
It's
since
time to
she
go.
came back from holidays.
Yeah, but even when she came back, like, there was sort of a bit whatever.
That
the
River
horses-
Wild,
the horses are running well.
wouldn't have run second.
No,
Would have been 3 lengths
that's
away,
right.
running third.
Yep.
They got away from the rest of the field by 5.
I think there's
particularly
some
disappointing.
Has it got anywhere to go, this horse?
River Wild. Mile.
Just up in distance.
I think up in distance.
Up in
Yeah,
distance.
up in distance. Yeah. Anyway, cool. All right. Well,
River Wild's a younger. The horse that won a couple of races and then got towed at Rose Hill when it was at the market.
Oh, your Cape Crusader.
It's a young
yeah,
Crusader.
yeah, something along those lines.
Well, it's not a bad horse, that.
No, exactly. Be all right. Or it'd be a good one to own.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
We've won it.
No. Like like how the general commentators say, "Oh, geez, it'd be a nice horse to own. You'd like to own him."
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
we've got that.
Well, now that we're becoming nice, we've got Brent and we've got all these other
So-
things going. We might become
Is there a reason why we're not talking about the filly?
But we Honesty Prevails. She's the star of the day, really, almost, isn't she?
Yeah, well, look, there was a horse that I saw it in the trials twice and I went, wow, and then I saw the trainer and I went, oh shit.
I would think, Glenn, I made the statement to somebody, I think it's about as forward as I've seen a debutante all year for the 2-year-olds.
I think it's nice.
She's a nice type of filly, but she was very
trial
forward.
work on the race and went to the Mounting Yarmouth with my trusted eye and bang, there it was, and my punters on top instantly and kind of, there it is, back that one.
Yeah, it wasn't hard, was it?
Wasn't hard.
So,
yeah.
the 1,000 metre trial leading into it, it's a good play, isn't it? 800 metre, 1,000 metres. I'm sure it's had more work than that. But to start at Rose Hill 1,100 metres on a track that we've said testing, it's a much better grounding than a 700, 709.
The 1,000 metre trial.
Yeah, the 700 metre trial at Randwick at home and then go and try and win an 1,100 metre Rose Hill race, which is often a play from trainers.
Yeah.
That's if you're trying to win first start, that's a good play. So well done, Rick Worthington.
Yeah, look, he did it. He ticked every box. I mean, he's ended up there with a $750,000 yearling, and he's
they've got their money back already.
Played it perfectly. But what was the thinking behind Gay's horse running favourite? It didn't even occur to me at any point in time.
Tell me its name.
So serene.
So serene.
Don't know.
Well, I didn't mind it as a horse. I mean, I know.
No, I never minded it. Like
Yeah.
you know what it did
It
in
was
that
well
English
raced.
race
Yeah.
at Randwick was it raced up on the speed. It sort of seemed to trial better than its. Sorry, raced better than its trial.
Yeah, but I did start big odds in that race. So I just thought that race was rated okay, even though it is 1,000 metres at Randwick, which means nothing. And it did have the look that it was going to do something, and then it did run out of path. So I don't mind it as a horse. I'm willing to forgive it.
Well, what was the go with it on Saturday?
I didn't get in the numbers.
I think
so
fourth pick.
what-
Fourth pick.
If I got a fourth pick,
Yeah. Which is
yeah.
the fourth pick is a 5-2 favourite.
Well, fourth pick means that
You don't like it?
No.
I don't like it. I got
No.
3 horses to compete it.
Yeah.
It looked okay.
Yeah. Typical go first sub sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, but didn't
But
get
it missed the
tickets.
start. Just haven't not
It's
to be in
going
the
to
race.
be, it's going to be,
I was-
it's going to be Helford River in 12 months' time, isn't it?
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
God bless the little Helper River.
Yeah, I mean, it did. Yeah, it did.
I'll tell you
I
funny
was a bit disappointed with
I'll
what
tell
it
you a funny
did,
story
but
about
I'm willing to
the river. I was
forgive.
at the Ramming Barrier Trials 2 years ago, whatever it was for the 2-year-olds, and Rob came and watched the race with me, and he had a big client there, and he had Helford River in the race, and I wrote Golden Slipper winner, a little bit of paper, and just slid it to me. This was just such a grouse time. And here we are. I said, what a race
I
yet?
don't think it
No,
has.
it was right.
They still a mate.
Ran 10 to 1 yesterday.
Flags.
All right, well, Allergic won, Halfpenny Gate the others. And
Well, Allergic is a horse that completely escaped me. Is it,
I really
Is it worth
liked
talking
I
about?
know you really liked it
No.
because you, because when I read the race breed
Yeah.
profiles, I went, wow,
Yeah.
that wasn't obvious.
One of the first things I think I learned from Glenn's form, DF.
DFC.
And when you
Especially-
had that field of old mates, DF was
Well,
so
we
good.
had the staying
Different
race. We had the
form,
staying race, Wednesday back, or was it the previous Wednesday? We had the horse
Oh,
run
yeah.
season. First
The
up
Louis
over
Baudron.
2,400 metres.
Yeah.
When they're all our little
Either
Beyond
side.
Thankfuls or whatever, they're all going
Well,
around.
it's got a 2,700 metre race here today.
And the time on a 2,800 metre race brought back 100 metres. Are they kidding?
What is it?
They used to have 3,400 here.
Yeah, they go around
When
the
we
cup.
first
Yeah,
started.
I remember. I think it was when one of the first times you went away for when you went away for the Mounting Mile. First time, I think. Yeah, was it when you went whatever? And I came out here on a Friday night and was sending them out, and it was I think there was a 4th out. There was that old mate Diamond Jim, I think, won it.
5
did he?
laps, son.
Yeah, they go round and round and round.
That's the end of part 1. It's been brought to you by Adam Goods and Robert Thompson. I'll be having dinner with the 3 of us.